Hey guys, this is my next ladder match, uh, going up against Norsca. They're real rush heavy, and that's bad for gun factions. Uh, Gives you less time to use your guns, obviously. So the build we're gonna take is a little different, but it's not. It's a build that I put together, and I just decided I was gonna take it no matter who I fought or what came my way. But playing ladder match, you've always got the silly shenanigans, which is why I didn't play for so long. But my opponent here, he sat on Beastman until I readied up and didn't say a word. And it's when I readied up, he changed his army build. I mean, he changed his race selection. So when in order to kind of return the favor, when we deployed, I just hit deploy immediately because I was confident I could get my forces deployed before him. But I'm not in the best of positioning. Most of my stuff's where I wanted it to be, but one or two units are not in the correct positioning. But we have one mortar, three sets of sirens, two bombers, three fail bats, three pistols, Noctis on the ship, two gunnies on the foot, and we're just gonna kill. We see his build. Uh, he's got Brutes of the Hound to the left, regular berserkers, more berserkers, more berserkers. He's got four sets of berserkers. He has the Soul Crusher, War Mammoth. He has Great Fiend, Premier Warriors with great weapons. Throg, really good pick in my opinion. Balefiend, really good pick of fire. They roast all these zombies. Two spears, two javelins. Kind of light, but like I say, he's rushing. He's got elite chaff chewing infantry. But in my opinion, there are no berserkers that are worth their money. There's not, and I assumed he would probably. Pretty much every roster has that unit, and banshees are the counter to that unit. They have 75% physical resist. They're going to debuff the enemy's attack. We're going to use our bombers to bomb these berserkers. We have our mortars firing into the berserkers, so we're just letting them come in. We bring our three pistol mob up, and we have them in spearhead formation for two reasons: to maximize their fire forward, and to maximize the amount of units that get caught from a direct charge. So if these are all on charge orders and they're not being microed, odds are most of them are going to get stuck on this unit. These two will be free to fall back, and that's why we have it deployed like that and not in a horseshoe like a concave. And it gives us more options to keep from being flanked. We're just going to push these forward. They're broken. These berserkers are almost broken. So going to just push them forward, intercept. They're going to do enough damage and their fear to pretty much get it done. Well, he's microing here, so we're going to use our third set of banshees to just stop this from happening. We're going to intercept the berserkers. We're going to pull this unit farther back. We see the Famir commit on our sirens, and we turn our pistols straight into them. Now, they don't have the greatest armor piercing, but their first 4 or 5 volleys are going to have 30% damage and armor piercing damage increase. So I mean, that's quite a bit. They're going to start to crumble. Our sirens are going to start to crumble here in a second. We're moving up. We're moving up our pole arms to intercept. He tries to pull forward with his Famir to get into the cookie jar, but we're just going to intercept with bats. We're going to use our pistol mobs to just keep pouring in fire. Bats and sirens have pretty well dealt with the hounds. Bats and sirens have pretty well dealt with these berserkers. And some spears and some Famir, and put a slow on this Soul Crusher. So Sirens have been toting it over there. Now he's charging straight into spears and more pistol mob. Now over here, Throg's in quite a bit of trouble. All the berserkers on this side are dead too. We got two healthy gunnies. We have healthy pistol mob. We have almost all of our halberds are in really good health. Our mortars are just shooting into the running berserkers. Our Fellbats got on the jabs. They never got a chance to do anything. That was a play we missed. I missed micro bombers just a hair, but we got on them. They never really did anything in this game. We're really not sniping lords and stuff. That's not how I play. I just got. If you were to send your lord forward in front of all my guns and there was nothing else to shoot, I'd shoot him. But I don't go for lord snipes. But at this point, he's trying to get back here to Nautilus. This is the only way he can win, and he's trapped again. We trap him with another set of bats. The Throg just really has nowhere to go, and he's not being microed, so we're just shooting him with this pistol mob. Here he comes with another burning head. This is, I think, an overcast. It's a really poor cast. I think at this point he thought he lost. He's panic casting. He's just kind of doing what he could. If he had turned it and blown it that way, he would have got all these units. He'd have got what's left of the pistol mob. He would have got good damage on the pole arms. He did a lot right there. And he's still just running around, and he's just going to try to get a Noctilus, I think. But there's just so much here. Like, they can't even get two Noctilus to hurt him. We're going to drop our first bombardment here on the Mammoth, and it does an insane amount of damage. It does almost 1,000 DPS. I cast the Pit of Shades back here on these two units standing still. I knew it was a bad cast because he doesn't have anything on field left. And he's going to have enough micro in his pocket to be able to micro his way out of that. And he did. I caught a few berserkers, but that was it. But at this point, it's GG. I mean, there's like nothing. He's got nothing on the field. You know, we're there. Brutes of the Hound are unbreakable. And he's got a Bale Fiend and part of a Mammoth in here, all trying to goon Noctilus. I get heals in the back pocket. We've got plenty of magic left. And at this point, it's over. You know, he gets the gas, one more burning head. Gets a little bit of gunnery mob. I actually pull more stuff into it than I pull away from it. And that's the game. I like this setup. We had answers for pretty much anything that he could have brought. Fellbats are always good. I think the bombers did okay. I mean, you tell me. But those bats won outright against two sets of Jav infantry. So I mean, that's worth. The Jav is what, nearly 600. Bats are 35 or 350. There's just not a lot of stuff that doesn't pay for itself. All the Howards, I mean, a few kills here and there, but you know, they really got into the monsters. They really didn't have to hold back any berserkers because all the berserkers were dead. We killed them with our mortar. We killed them with our flying units. We killed them with our pistoliers. And that's another ladder match. Now I recognize this guy's name. His name is D-Town, and he's been on several different casters, little community tournaments and whatnot. I looked for him in the top 100, but I didn't see him. Which doesn't say a lot, but if I recognize a name, generally I tend to look in the top 100 to see if he's there. But yeah, this is D-Train, and if I'm not mistaken, he plays like an Arab Carthage, or maybe Turin. But yeah, here's the tip of the tape. Soul Crusher, it's 150 kills. That's great, but that's 150 kills of like nothing. Like there's too much micro involved to get the 400, 500 kills you need out of this guy to make him worth it. From here, they lost before they got on the field. They had really no target. The only target they had was Noctilus. The Marauder Hunters with Javelins, they lost. Complete loss of value. The only real value that they got at all was shooting up half of that bomber unit before it got to where it was going. Look at this. All 4 Berserker units. 100 some odd Berserkers, 750. And I think that's like $1,000. That's it. Even if you consider every one of those kills with Sirens, and we know it wasn't. Sirens are only 850. So the Sirens did just as good as the 3 as the Roots and the other 2. Actually a little bit better. So there's really no justification. That money was not well spent. What I would have done is cut the Brutes of the Hound and put 3 regular Marauders with shields in its place. And that would fill out your roster a little bit, give you a little protection against some Pistoliers. And any of the other gunfire you could have potentially faced. Soul Crusher, I get that idea. Give the gun faction something big to shoot at, but I'm not that guy. Like, I'm not gonna shoot for the distraction, especially when you have more dangerous things on the field. You would guarantee a defeat had you brought a cannon instead of a mortar and cut down some of this infantry management kit in order to bring enough guns to be able to shoot something like a Mammoth or Skin Wolf, something like that. You'd kill it, yeah, but then you would have had all those Berserkers just running around doing whatever they want to because they're so fast. This way we control the engagement. You take the strength of their lawnmower infantry and you really debuff it. We have magic attacks, they have physical resistance, so we completely negate, like, they're almost a hard counter against things like this. Pole arms, like I said, always bring 5 in the last one. There's no reason not to bring 5. There's super value. No matter what happens, you're going to get your money's worth. Mortar, it's pretty effective. You kind of dictate the pace of the battle. You get to pick which unit you don't want to fight in melee. The bombers, again, even with 4 micro, they're paying for themselves. I like them. The Fellbats, these are the 2 on the jabs. This is the one that got on all the big units, held down the Mammoth. Pistoliers, those are Berserker kills, and they took a lot of fire spells. And yeah, they were only 300 gold. So just killing that and shooting the large entities and having to be targets of all that fire spell in order to get rid of them, well worth. There's no reason not to bring a few of these. If you're going to bring zombie mob, you might as well bring gunner mob. The same price, way more efficient. Utility you get out of them is just, it's not a contest. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I hope I didn't ramble too long on this one. Let me know if you like, comment, let me know what I can do better. We're going to be sticking with the Vampire Coast probably for a little while. Thanks for watching. See you next time.